Hello, welcome. My name is Timothy, and today we're going to be looking at opening tabular data in ArcGIS Pro. Tabular data, or as known as tables, normally contain rows and columns. The rows are known as records, and the columns are known by a term called fields. Each field can contain different types of data, such as text or numbers or dates. There are standalone tables, which aren't linked to any features in your map. And then there are attribute tables where each feature contains attributes that describe that feature, information about that feature, so they are linked together. There are different types of supported tabular data. There's the geodatabase, feature layer attribute tables, other things such as DBase. You can use Microsoft Excel, text ASCII files, or your common CSV file, your comma separated values file. Over here, if you look in the catalog pane, there is Brunswick data. In Brunswick data, I've got three different types of data. We have an address list, which is a Excel file. We have a libraries file, which is a CSV. And then I've got a survey report, which is a DBF, or a DBase table. The way that you add these tables to the map, there's actually a couple of different ways. So first of all, with Excel, you can't add the entire Excel workbook to your map. You have to expand the workbook. And once you expand the workbook, it will actually show your sheets that are in your workbook. Here I have addresses. To add these addresses to your map, you can drag them over and drop them in your map view. They will show up over in your contents pane under a standalone table grouping. And here is the actual table. You can also right click and do add to current map. And as you see, libraries has been added over to the standalone tables. Another way that you can add is by going up to the map tab, clicking add data to the map. And I can get to my folder, my Brunswick data, click on my survey report DBF, and click OK. And as you see, it gets added to the standalone table. To open up a standalone table or an attribute table, there's a couple different ways to also do that. By doing this, it allows you to view your values. You can edit your values, reorder your fields, and things like that. I've got another video that actually describes the different steps for interacting with your table view, so be sure to check that out at the end of this video. The way that you can open a standalone table or an attribute table. So first, let's talk about the attribute table. Here I have an attribute table, park trails. If you right-click on the table in the contents pane, you can go down and click Attribute Table. Here, my attribute table opens up. Like I mentioned earlier, each of these is linked to a feature in the map. So if I select one of these hiking trails, you see that this one is highlighted. So this specific highlighted trail relates to these values. Another way to open this up is to select Park Trails and then press Control-T. That shortcut will allow you to quickly open up the attribute table without having to right click and click Attribute Table. Another way to actually open the attribute table is from a selection. So if I come up here and grab my select tool and select a couple of these here, I can right click on my layer, go down to selection, and attribute table showing selection. So this will open up there and only show the selected features. Of course, you can come down here and do show all records and you can see those as well. We'll clear my selection and close this parks trail. Of course, in our standalone tables, this also applies. You can select here, right click, and open up, and click open. You can also select and press Control D, and it'll open up. As you see, I can have multiple tables opened in my table view here, so I can easily go back and forth between them. These are some basic steps for adding your attribute tables or a standalone table in ArcGIS Pro, opening them up to interact with them. If you want to learn more about attribute tables, check out this playlist here. And until next time, thanks for watching.